All right, guys. So I'm going to clarify what is real public money and sharp money and just the meaning behind everything. Because sharp money is thrown around a lot. I mentioned it a lot in my videos, but I wanted to clarify something is there's no real reason, there's no real way to know for a fact where the sharp money is unless you have some sort of inside information or intel. If you know some group that is moving these lines, that's the only way for you to know. So the best we can do is anticipate where the sharp money is at. And I've kind of picked up along the way where the actual sharp money is because I know for a fact where these groups are placing bets at, because I do the, like, if you do the handicapping side of things, you're going to know where the sharps are going to be betting at. So the best, like I said, the best we can do is anticipate where the sharp money is going. And when you've been betting for as many years as I've been betting, you're going to figure out eventually where the sharp money is going to go. And I know exactly where the sharp money is going. So because I research these games thoroughly, so I know exactly where the sharp money is being placed, where the public money is going. So that's how we were able to know that. So the thing I wanted to clarify is when people mention sharp money, they don't actually know for sure where the sharp money is at, because the sharp money is not going to move lines drastically. That's what people don't understand. Okay, it's going to be public money that's going to move the lines drastically. All right, so don't forget, the public money always outweighs sharp money, and the limits are always low when they first put out a line. So typically the sharps bet early, the public bets late. Okay, so what that means is when the public bets late, it's usually at the last minute because they don't like to have a lot of money tied up, throughout the day. And the sharps like to get the best lines. So typically the sharps would bet early. Okay, but that doesn't mean they're actually smarter bettors than other bettors. It just means they could have a lot of money, and also the limits are lower, so it's a lot easier to move a line. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, with that being said, when the sharps do place wagers or bets on these games, okay, you're not even going to know if it's actual sharp money because they're so subtle about it. They're evasive. Don't forget, a lot of these sharps place multiple wagers, big volume bets on these games. So in order for them to do that, they're going to have, smaller wagers being placed at multiple sports books where it's not even going to hit the screen. Like, you're not even going to know where the actual sharp money is coming from because they're so subtle about it that when they're placing these wagers, these lines aren't moving that much because they don't want them to move, because then they'll be losing value at other sports books that they're trying to place. I'm talking about locals, offshore books like DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, everywhere, even casinos in Vegas. I mean, they're so subtle about it that they don't want to tip their hand and move the market drastically. So they're not placing wagers like what people say online, that it's sharp money when they see the line moving. So that's what I wanted to clarify in this video, what real sharp money is. Public money is always going to move the line drastically, as well as injuries. So if these lines move like 4 points, it's most likely due to an injury and a readjustment by the line makers, or it's a public influx of money that is moving the line, especially if it's moved very late. That's usually due to public money. So my suggestion is go against the public money, but you also have to do the research, see why these lines are moving a certain way. Are they moving because they're top 5 teams, top 10 teams, or are they moving because they're bottom of the tier teams? Okay, so that's what you have to look at, why these lines are moving and how their recent form has been. So that's what I wanted to discuss in these videos. So when you see lines moving, a sharp move could be moved a half a point. if it wanted to. Sharp moves can be moved half a point and it could be sharp money. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. I'll be making some more videos as well on these type of topics. So that's really what I wanted to touch up on this video about sharp money versus public money. And don't get confused about the two. And like I said, the sharps are very subtle when they move these lines, and they're very evasive. They don't want people knowing what real sharp moves are. So all we can do is anticipate where the sharp money is at, unless you know somebody that has intel or inside information of these groups. So I'll be back with some more videos. So comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you then.